Hello everybody. Today I want to talk about installing a dash cam on my 2018 XLT. And when I wanted to install my dash cam, I wanted it to power off when I power off my car, because as you might already know, in F150 on the front you got a power outlet and a 12-volt cigarette lighter. But from what I heard on all the forums, and I kind of tested out myself, this cigarette lighter will stay hot for about 30-60 minutes, I think, something like that. But I didn't want that, because usually on cars you'll have a cigarette lighter on the front, and then one in your center console, and the one on the front usually works only when you turn the key, and the one in the center console always stays hot. But in F150 they kind of both stay hot. So the way I did it is I ran USB cable instead of the cigarette lighter, and this kind of works when you turn off the key, you close your car, it cuts the power off. So I went with this Rove R2 4K camera that I got on Amazon for about $110, somewhere there. I have R1 in my semi truck, and it's been a little over a year, and the R1 is just, it works flawlessly. It's got good quality. It's got Wi-Fi built in where you can just watch live view video on your phone, and you can also transfer files without cables if you need to. This R2, I have it installed already, and it's been a few weeks, and it's running, it's working, and the quality is really good. So look into it, do some research. But out of all cameras I had, this one is my favorite. Not this, but the Rove in general. Because I just started using this one. Like I said, I've been using R1, but I'm sure this one is the same build quality, and I believe they build them in America, not in China. So let's get into camera now. So I installed my dash cam right behind the mirror, because don't pay attention on the giant mirror. It's just something I had laying around. But I'm gonna show you how I ran the wire through here in the dash, and it ends up being right here in the USB. Also, I wanted to show you how it works. So basically there is no power to it right now, and when I turn the key, give it a sec. See, it powers on. So camera comes with two mounts. One would be the suction cup, and one would be the double-sided sticky tape mount. I went with the double-sided because if I put suction cup here, it's gonna be kind of off the center, which I didn't want, and suction cup would not stay on this portion. It will fall off within a few minutes, or I don't know, an hour. But basically there is a texture on it, so it's not gonna stay. And also I didn't want to hang it too low, so I went with the sticky tape. Also, camera comes with the pry tool to help you remove one panel, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. So let's get to running this wire. Obviously my camera already installed, but it's not too complicated to follow. So basically you want to kind of pull this panel down and tuck the wire inside, and just go along until here, and then you kind of want to pull this thing, put a little pressure and pull it through until this rubber seal, the camera doesn't want to focus, but the cable is in there. It just basically just runs through this rubber seal all the way down, right up until somewhere here. And then what I did is I kind of bent it and made a loop so I can feed it through inside the panel glove box. And let's go see what's in there. So you open up your glove box and you got this two plastic pieces that hold it in place, one over here and one over here. So what you want to do is just pull it and it'll pop right out. So this guy is like right here, if you can see it on this side. So just put a little pressure and it will pop too. But then you have this rail that holds it in place, and it's got like it's got this small and a big hole, and you just want to slide it and it will pop out. That's it. So drop the glove box. I got some things in here, and there is a cable. So I kind of fed my hand through, tucked it in, and pulled the wire through. And then I went around with it until here. And then I'm going to show you how I got here. So next step, you want to open your center console. And what I use is this pry tool that came with it. What you want to do is kind of stick it in here and put a little force. Just be gentle, but it does require force. Eventually just wiggle it and it'll pop one end, and then same thing over here. Once you pop this whole panel is gonna sort of come off, and then you wanna put the car in park, turn the key, put this thing in like manual mode so you can move the lever out of the way. But make sure, like, just hold your brake because your car is gonna roll. You know, pay attention to that, because to be honest, I forgot and I let off the brake just as a reflex, and my truck started rolling back. So if you're on a level surface, you're probably okay, but just pay attention to that. So you move the lever out of the way, grab on both ends of the plastic panel, and just kind of wiggle it, and eventually it will pop from these corners over here. And once you have this out, then you continue running your wire, and when you have this piece off, you'll have another black plastic, and you kind of want to drill a hole inside, big enough to feed the USB cable through, because that's how you're gonna run it. So as you can see, I kind of chopped off a little piece here so I can bend the wire underneath the plastic, and then it will come out from here. So this hole is big enough to feed the USB end. And what I did next is, as you can see, a little piece on the mat, I kind of cut it off so I can feed the cable underneath. So okay, there you can see it clearly. And the same thing here, I kind of cut the little corner off the mat, the way I can feed the cable, and you just plug it in. That's all it is to it. So hopefully this video kind of helped you figure out how to install dash cam. Once again, if you're not too paranoid about power, then you might as well just use this cigarette lighter and the power outlet up front. That way it will stay on for another hour. Maybe you'll go to the store and you want it to continue recording. Other than that, I think this is it. You know, if you like this video, click the like button. If you didn't, click the dislike button twice. And also, the sponsor of today's video is every girlfriend and wife who buys their boyfriends or husbands energy drinks. Take care.